everyone. Um, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to the staff meeting today. There's a lot of things that I would like to go over today at the meeting. I would like to introduce a new employee here today. This person I will be sharing some of my responsibilities with. Most of the time we will be staying in the office and conversing with the clients. We'll start off slowly and then we'll become more professional. Then we're going to switch topics and talk about I have been having a tough time with all the scheduling that has been going on, so that's why we have brought her into the picture as our new employee, so we can both share responsibilities of as deaf specialists. So next on our agenda, we're going to be talking about recent events. Anybody want to talk about the Deaf Expo? Is there any other feedback that you would like to talk about that maybe you've discovered at Deaf Expo? Yes, I would say that as well. Yes, I agree with you. Definitely, there was a lot of people showing up and asking questions. For example, if two people came up to the table, then both of the workers were taken. Were taken. It was very hard to manage all the conversations. And then if anybody tried to get my attention and say, "Oh, I would like to talk to you," I'm so sorry. I would have to tell them, "I'm so sorry. You have to. There's another person in front of you." I was very overwhelmed with it. For 4 hours, I was just sitting there. Three times I tried to stand up for at least 10 minutes, exhausted. Yes, we do need more staff. Maybe one professional and maybe one that's just general. So I'll think about that for next year. Thank you for that. So I will add maybe one or two, maybe it decides. So next year maybe we'll focus on more of the planning, on what to do, and what to expect. With the young people, support, and specifically the workshop. Discuss and see what needs to be done. If I feel like I need to put some more into that meeting, well, maybe we'll discuss it with the community. Maybe there should be some more workshops that are provided for interpreters that focus on special education. Maybe even more for the general interpreting. We do need more. Maybe once or twice they can go over that. I mean, that's just what I've been wondering about. Well, yes, I have about maybe 400 plus licensed interpreters. Some are IPP also, but I have a number of educational, I mean. Ooh, wow. That's good. That's new information for me. I thought it was less than that. Maybe I was wrong. That's good for educational interpreters. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about before we go on is how excited I am about who showed up. So I want to focus on two specific things. So any of your feedback on that before we go along? recently about to go to. I do remember recently you were talking about those 3 tracks. I'm sorry, national what? I couldn't hear that word. Excuse me, now they're bringing in special ed interpreters. And they're doing what with them? Oh, wow. I'm excited. I'm sure it would save a lot of time for you. I know you've been working, you've been gathering all this information to develop this. And I'm excited to see what's involved with those 3 tracks. For example, me. How can I get involved? I want to focus on training for interpreters. What's that going to look like? What does the lesson plan involve? Azedv. That's who you're going to be working with? Everyone here, generally speaking, the deaf, up until now, there's been workshops and organizations. There's interpreters who want to help out with the domestic violence, but there's a shortage of interpreters that are familiar with that type of setting and those survivors. So if you can show up and you have more training, that would be great. Really, I wish we could have some work grants. So really, I want to support that group, those interpreting services. You know, interpreters who don't mind and do have big hearts. The ones who want to give back to the community and who are ready to and willing. The interpreters who are ready and willing to go into those types of situations. Domestic violence survivors do realize that interpreters are professionals and they're not some little helper, you know, so I'm ready to see what happens next. Well, thank you for all your comments, everybody. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. For next year, for sure.